This is another video brought to you by the Ichiban Productions. Like, comment, subscribe. So welcome everyone, happy days are here again. We're back with another MetaQuest 3 accessory review. This time we've got the BOBOVR S3 Pro Super Strap accessories, as they claim it. It's a brand new head strap from BOBOVR. Ooh, I can't wait. I know what you're thinking, Ichiban, couldn't you be bothered to even take the outer packaging off? And I said no, so this one's straight from China. I wanted to show you the packaging that it came in. It claimed it was going to take about 15 days to come, and in fact it did come in 15 days, all the way from China. The tracking was excellent. If you go on the website, which I'll link below, this is on pre-order at the moment. However, I managed to order this early and got an early bird discount. It was about 70 quid, just over, for this headset. If you've got the old one, which is the M3, which I will make some comparisons to, you also get 20% off if you bought it through their website, I believe. But anyway, that's enough talking. Let's take the outer packaging off so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Boom, cheeky cut, and there we are in all its glory. We've got the outer packaging. I did like that silver bubble wrap stuff. I thought that was excellent. For those that are interested, I'm in the UK, and sometimes you've got to be careful about custom charges and stuff like that. This was well below the limit, so there were no custom charges, no nothing like that. It ended up coming through Royal Mail when it reached our side of the pond, as they... Is that an Americanism? But anyway, came from Royal Mail. I'm so damn excited. Let's take a look at the box and let's talk about what makes this different from the M3. Taking a look at the glorious visage at the front, we see ourselves quite a few little features here compared to the M3. First one straight in your face is what they're calling an air conditioning system. I think there's some debate on whether that's air conditioning. I do think it's a fan to bring in some cool air to keep you cool whilst playing on the MetaQuest 3. It is meant to stop the lenses fogging up, which does sound pretty good. It is controlled from the side dial here. You press it in and it will you scroll it up and down to control the fan speed. Press it again, turns it off, but it will also, I know what you're thinking, it also shows your battery percentage. Now how useful that will be is debatable on the basis that when you've got the headset and you aren't going to know what the battery percentage is unless you ask somebody, but it would be nice to have it on the side so you can press it and see how charged the big battery is. Whilst talking about that whopper battery there, it is double the size, I think, of the old style batteries at a 10,000 milliamp. And it's 20-watt charging, which means that not only will it sustain it, I mean, if you've seen my previous review of the M3 head strap, which I put up there, you know it will just sustain the actual Quest battery, whereas this bad boy has enough to actually charge it up. There's also a redesign of some of the things here. We've got over the head strap, but it's not a strap, it's like these little grip things. You can move those up and down if that's your flavour. And they've redesigned the back of it so it's easy to lie down, so you can use this lying down if you like. Me personally, I got a gaming chair, and I did find that the back system on the old M3 was a bit annoying. I had to get rid of the pillow on the chair. I know, you know, it's a first world problem or whatever. But for me, it sounds like it's awesome. Anyway, that is enough talking. I bet you're sick of my voice. Let's check out the rest of the box and let's crack it open. So, you see in the front, let's check out the sides. We've got some information there. We've got the active ventilation. They're not claiming it's air conditioning. Hot swap battery, just like the old BOBOVRs. We could take it on, you could take it off. Adjustable node adjustment, I guess that's the head thing. And gravity balance design, how fancy is that? On the back, what have we got? We've got nothing really other than we've got the seal, BOBOVR. And on the other side, we've got BOBOVR and BOBOVR and BOBOVR. That's enough BOBOVR. In fact, you can never get enough of BOBOVR. Let's crack it open and see what's inside. Boom, cheeky cut, I have unsealed the seal. I'm actually really excited about this one. It looks like a huge upgrade in my opinion, but I will be the judge of that. And, ooh, there we go. Immediately we've got some instructions, what's included. The mega battery. We've got the honeycomb grip. Funny how it's only the bottom half with the honeycomb grip. Honeycomb grip? You know what I'm saying. It's only the bottom half instead of the top half on the other one. So instruction guides, peel it off, slide it on, connect it up, boom, away you go. Capacity, the new mega battery. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's open. There we go. Down's down in case you're interested. This looks amazing. Here we go. It all comes out in one here. Let's move that to one side. I guess that's the honeycomb grip. I was never a big fan of the honeycomb grip personally. I suppose it depends on how you like that to feel on your hair. It is sticky. Personally, that's not for me, so that's going to stay in the box, I think. And then what have we got here? We got ourselves the battery. Whoa, there is some weight to the battery here. This is heavier than the other one. But let's take a look at it. So they do give you USB-C to USB-C. It's quite a short one to charge it. We've got the B1 battery pack. I can't remember what the old one was called. I think it was something similar but not the same. No, that's not gonna come out. I'm gonna need to do that off camera. But here we go, the instructions for the battery. We just got the general warning stuff in case you're interested. It does have charging lights on, so you will know how much it's charged, as well as being able to say on the headset itself. Got a button on the side, power indicator, magnetic interface, and USB-C. And there we go, that's all that sort of information. Right, let's clear up this little space because it's just a mess now. Let's have a close look at everything. And there we go, the complete package right in front of you. Apparently it's going to be £109, something like that, brand new. However, again, early bird gets a discount for this one. So there we go, we've got the battery, USB-C at the top, of course. Button on the side to see the charge, about 50%, something like that. And then we've got the connectors. Does it make the traditional Bobo noise when it connects? Yes, it does. It's quite a strong grip. That ain't going to fly off anywhere. I need to charge that before we use it. We've got ourselves the actual head strap itself. So we've got the cable there, which is fed through the arm for a change, which is quite nice. That there will be the battery display. And then we scroll up and scroll down. That will change the fan. Click it in to change the fan. Scroll up and scroll down. The fan will go. This is adjustable, I think. Need to have a proper look on how that's adjustable before we start pulling it in. Got left and we got right down there, so you know which way to adjust it. There we've got the smooth back for a change. You remember on the old one you had that turny dial to make it super comfortable? I could see why that would be better for lying down or head against the pillow. But with that in mind, you know what time it is. I'm going to have to connect it up and see what does it look like actually connected to the Quest. Just wanted to show you before I connected it up. Those arms were super stiff, but they do move. Listen for the click. So it will be a solid sort of grip for that. Yeah, proper. And then it's the same with this. It will be able to, you can fold it. There is a click for it, which is good. And then, of course, we've got the outward scroll, which is going to increase the size of it. I don't know how much you saw that on camera because I've been totally ignorant and not watched. But you get the idea. So let's connect it up and see what it's like. Boom, cheeky cut, and there we go. This bad boy is installed, and it was super easy. All you had to do was slide the arms over the actual, the Quest arms. It was super easy. There was no problems at all. Few things to think about in terms of comfort. When I first put this on, I had to raise these head grip things. They were too low, although believe it or not, the raising and lowering is absolutely minuscule. I'm talking millimeters, but for me, I had to put it all the way up. It does feel like it's going to break when you pull it up, but it doesn't. Honestly, it clicks. It's absolutely fine. Apart from that, you've got the adjustment there. Some initial impressions just from using this for a very short period of time. This was crazy comfortable. The padding on here and on the back is beautiful. It's perfect for my head. I don't know about everybody else's head, but for me, it was absolutely spot on. I have got a little bit of a big head, but it was perfect. No pressure from the facial interface on my face. It was all on my head and on the back, which is absolutely the way that it should be. Now, the one thing I will say is I've got an AMVR face shield. Now, they are really close to each other. Very close. Now, that is going to impede some people, I think. But for me, it was absolutely fine. They do knock onto each other, but it's not too much of an issue. If anything, I thought that it helped a little bit. The fan, when you turn it on, it does blow cool air. I'm not going to say it's an air conditioning, but it was blowing cool air on my face and my forehead. So I do think that is going to work. There is a downside to it. The noise of it is quite loud. Let's see if you can see that. So let's put the battery on. Is it going to clip on? And then we should see the battery charge on there. So mine's at 25%. So if you want to turn the fan on, you click it in. And there we go, the fan's on 50%. I don't suppose you can see it spinning, but it's there. And I can feel the breeze coming through. You can scroll it up, increasing the fan up to 100 if you want it on absolute max. It beeps. I can hear that. I don't know if you can hear it. I mean, maybe I'll move it closer to the mic. Can you hear it now? That is going to be loud. If you want absolute pin drop silence when you're VRing, you're not going to want that at 100. For me, I found an acceptable, comfortable level at about 50%. What I do like there, however, is it saves where you are, so I can click it and turn it off. And then if you turn it back on, it will restore at the previous fan speed. So you find that fan speed which is comfortable for you, and away you go. Yeah, for me, all I can say is, wow, the comfort level is absolutely there. Now, what I'm not going to be is one of those YouTubers who go, yeah, it's amazing, 10 on 10, when I haven't used it for a prolonged period of time. I'm going to need to use it with different games over a various period of time, drain the battery, charge the battery, give you the full rundown on is it worth it. At the moment, I'm thinking it is. Is it a worthy upgrade, though? That's the question. So for you, it's going to be a few seconds. For me, it's going to be probably a week or so. I'll be straight back. Boom, and I'm back. Like I said, I'll be back. A lot longer than I expected. I think I filmed the first bit of this in February, and we're now in June. So yes, I think I am definitely ready to give you my final opinions and my thoughts about this headset. So So first things first, how long do these batteries last? So I was getting roughly about 2 hours out of these batteries, and what's quite interesting about it though is it's 2 hours plus the headset will already be charged to 100, so you get that additional time on top. So that is plenty of play time. Now it's claiming that in about an hour of charge it can go to about 80%, but in reality if you're going to charge it using the USB thing, it's going to take about, I don't know, 3-4 hours. It is not quick at all. However, if you buy the special dock, which should be coming up shortly, this can charge so much faster. So in theory, with the fast charge on this, you should, and if you had 2 batteries, you could just take one off, put it on charge, it take 2 hours on the dock, and then you got 2 hours of charge and 2 hours of play. So technically, you could play forever if you wanted. But anyway, watch out for that in my next review. But what about the head strap? Is it any good? Let's talk about the good things first. First of all, this is chef's kiss, super comfortable for me. And I don't know, it might be my head shape or whatever, but it is crazy comfortable. And in regards to that, I can absolutely recommend this for anybody. It is really, really comfortable. I love the back of the head strap where there is no protruding, anything protruding, and therefore you can rest it against the pillow, you can put it against the chair, you're not going to be pushed all over the place. So that is a good addition to that. We got ourselves the circular dial to bring it out and reduce the size and clamp it in. I can't think of the words today, but that works great. The padding here is excellent. The only negative thing I've got really to say is these headband things. They just don't do anything for me. Again, it's down to personal preference and head shape, but for me, they don't do anything. But this is beautifully comfortable. All the pressure goes onto your head and the back of your head, so... And when I say pressure, I don't mean sort of like painful pressure. It's just resting on these parts of your head using this. So it is way more comfortable than, you know, the original strap, which absolutely clamps the front of the device to your face, which is awful. And then you get those horrible rings, the VR rings. You don't want none of that. So comfort is amazing. What about the fan? Now, the fan, I think, is going to please or offend some people, depending on which side of the camp you're on. Yes, it is noisy. Yes, you can hear it when you're VRing. VRing? Is that a word? But it does keep you cool, and I can feel it on my forehead. So me personally, when I play, I do have the fan on. I'm a generally sort of warm sort of guy anyway, so the cooling is excellent, and I do really like that. So for me, this is an absolute win. It's not an air conditioner, let's be clear about that, but it does blow cool air on your face, and therefore is a worthy addition. Overall, what are my thoughts about this? Well, let's put a star rating on it. So, for the BOBOVR S3, I'm going to give it about 5 stars out of 5 stars. I genuinely think this is the best head strap that I personally tried on the market. The fan is amazing. It is beautifully comfortable. They've done a hell of a good job with the battery. The battery's enough to play, charge and sustain, and they've really got the idea of the charging down to a T. You want 2 batteries basically. One you can charge on the dock whilst you're playing, and then swap them back and forward so you can physically play forever. It is a must buy in my opinion. I'm going to give it the Ichiban seal of approval. Go out there, buy it. Links are in the description if you want to indulge. I would highly recommend it. With that in mind, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a cheeky thumbs up. It tells the YouTube algorithm it's a good video and other people should see it. If you got any questions or comments, post them in the comment section below. I reply to each and every comment. If you got the time to post something, you will 100% get a reply. Anything you want to know, just let me know. And with that in mind, it's a personal request. It would mean the absolute world to me if you could press the subscribe button. I'm slowly crawling towards 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world to me if you press that free button and join me on the journey to 1,000 subscribers. And you know what I'm going to say, look after yourself, take care of the people around you, and most importantly, stay out of trouble.